thoughts, views, and comments expressed by the hosts, guests, and callers on Beyond the Headlines are not necessarily those of management, ownership, or production unit of the Verizon Media Group. Beyond the Headlines is a production of ILTV Studios and cannot be reproduced or represented in part or entirety without express written permission of the Verizon Media Group. Beyond the Headlines is the intellectual property of the Verizon Media Group. Copyright 2021.
Coming up tonight, history in the legal system today as new family and juvenile courts are opened. The location will surprise you. We talk about the impact this long-awaited and requested addition to the judicial system is expected to make. Meanwhile, the New York Supreme Court stands by its ruling. The CCA must pay Sarkis Ismailian the $1.6 billion it initially set. And later in tonight's show, direct marketers and Ian Thomas are here. With just 6 days left before Christmas, Ian has the last-minute sales to tell you about. This is Beyond the Headlines. Good evening. I'm Shanique Miller. It's great to have you along this evening. Well, tonight, many are surprised to see what the construction and renovation on a compound on Bernard Road was about. I'll tell you, this was the talk of the town today. Many people asking me, did I know about it? The Attorney General's office held a soft opening of the family court complex that government officials say marks a significant milestone in adjudicating justice, particularly in family matters. Jose Etienne fills us in, and then we'll come back and discuss.
Ladies and gentlemen, the light of unity.
A radiant mural depicting the essence of the original symbol of unity, the family. Quite the introduction to the initial phased opening of the first official family court complex on Bernard Road. The ceremony was attended by scores of officials from the judiciary who say the opening of the complex is a dream come true.
When completed, it will do the work of the Family and Domestic Magistrates Courts, the Family Division and the Probate Division of the Supreme Court, their registries, the Juvenile Court, and, importantly, a mediation center.
That's Attorney General Ryan Pinder. He's also shedding light on why this court complex is necessary, as some even went as far as saying its launch is long overdue.
In the family and juvenile context, privacy is important, as is the ability to try to mediate disputes to equitable resolutions and to try to remove the adversarial nature of family disputes. The complex today achieves these goals.
Prime Minister Philip Davis also asserting how this court complex will help to address the backlog in court cases that remains a vexing issue for the judiciary.
For many families who find themselves navigating tragedies, disputes, and custody arrangements, there is a vested interest in expanding the capacity of our courts to see more cases and speed up the process by which they receive justice.
And just in case you're wondering as to why there's so much emphasis being placed on the family as it relates to this new court complex.
If this complex can help to protect a child, support a mother, or provide a fair arrangement for a father seeking to be in his child's life, if this complex can deliver these outcomes at a faster pace thanks to our expanded capacity, then this investment will have been worth it.
Chief Justice Sir Ian Winder went a step further to say what cases will be of priority in this new complex.
Judicial officers in this complex will hear cases involving juveniles, child support and maintenance applications, binding over applications, protection orders, legal separation, divorce and matrimonial matters, guardianship, adoptions, applications under the Mental Health Act, and contentious probate disputes.
Meanwhile, Attorney General Pinder says there are more plans in the pipeline for expansion.
I'm pleased to announce that the government special purpose vehicle, Ponciano Holdings, has acquired a facility that will be used to be a dedicated commercial court. The Bahamas has struggled for many years in the ease of doing business. And one of the major complaints is the time it takes to adjudicate commercial disputes in the Commonwealth of the Bahamas.
While today was a phased opening, officials say other aspects of the court complex will be completed in the new year. Jose Etienne, Eyewitness News.
Well, members of the judiciary say that the new complex will give families the dignity they deserve as they seek justice in what is often serious and very sensitive matters. And so we're going to begin right there this evening. Welcome to Beyond the Headlines, contributor Ellington Ferguson. Ellington, that is really something. This is, this has been long talked about, long requested that, listen, there needs to be a court set aside just for family matters and sensitive matters as well. We've seen so many sensitive matters of late that many times, the thing is not to drag them to the main court area on Nassau Street, but to have something that is just a bit more, just a bit more respectful of what the nature of so many of those issues are. And here today, the soft opening of that new court complex on Bernard Road took many, many people by surprise, by the way.
Good evening, Shanique. Good evening, Bahamas. Certainly, this is a bold and a very good initiative in the right direction. It's a major step, I must say, and it's been long coming. The government has talked about it. They've promised it, and now we see that it's really coming to fruition. I think this really brings back some dignity to these people in adjudicating their matters, and it kind of alleviates some congestion in the other areas of the courts, and hopefully some other things can be able to move along more swiftly by this new addition to the court system. I think it's very good. It's going to be very helpful for family matters. People can have their matters again adjudicated with some level of dignity and privacy.
And we know what those matters are. Some of them just heinous, making headlines, certainly, of course, of a sensitive nature. What do you think it does, though, in terms of helping unclog this system that we heard Prime Minister Davis say recently will take about, I'm sure he said 20 years to unclog. But then now here's this brand new court system, this court complex set aside specifically for these matters.
I think in doing this, now that we have this new facility, hopefully we can get some more magistrates or judges on the bench that can remove them into that facility, and those other, the vacuum, the open spaces that is left in the existing facilities, that we can put some new judges in those and cause some matters to be able to move forward swiftly. We must see if there is not swift justice, justice delayed is justice denied. It's justice denied, and so the government is to be commended on this. But this will definitely, Shanique, release some space in the existing system, in the existing building structures that we have further uptown down here. And I'm sure that you're going to see some movement, not probably as fast and not, but some level of expedition with these court matters is going to take place. Which
is needed, which is necessary, and particularly when people are violated in the way that this court will deal with. Sometimes to have that drag on, and then when you see 2 years later, the victim has to appear to maybe give testimony about something, it just sort of injures them all over again.
Sometimes witness at that stage don't want to be bothered.
No.
And after a person over a period of 2 years to have to sit and go through that again, 2-3 years sometime, it's very harsh and painful, to relive those stuff that you think or thought you were getting beyond them, and then to have to bring them up and relive them and have to speak to them all over again. It's very, very tough.
So Ellington, up until this point, this has almost been the best kept secret. Many people, it's so funny, people asked me today, and maybe I should know, right? But people, Shanique, did you know that on Bernard Road this was happening? And did you know this is now the situation? And truly, I will admit, I did not know. I felt as though they went about doing this to get it done quickly, and now here's the soft opening. But what do you want Bahamians to understand? Because of course the concern was, oh my God, traffic. Oh, it's going to be it's going to create a bottleneck, etc. But what you want them to understand beyond that, the significance of having that court set aside exactly where it is.
I think, and I understand people's concern about the traffic and the bottleneck. We have an existing situation now where a whole bunch of people can be making their way downtown to work in some of these facilities or to attend some courts in these areas downtown. So what number one is going to stop some people from all of that other traffic coming all the way into downtown. So those long lines, by the time as you hit Bernard Road, clear onto Wolf Road, a lot of people who are coming to court will not be coming further than that. It's going to alleviate, and this is something that has been in the working for some months. And the government has delivered. There's a number of things, including things like this, that the government has touted, and hopefully we can see them begin to come on stream in this new 2025, as we go into 2025, and we know that the whole process, we go into getting ready for election. This is the crazy season, but the government need to have some projects like this come forward and some more stuff that will touch the everyday Bahamian, that would impact their lives, that would cause them to be able to live a more qualitative, better life, that will cause life to be a little more smooth for the Bahamian population. So this is one of the many things that the government has promised that they're delivering on, and they're to be congratulated for it, Shanique.
I absolutely think that this Christmas, that this administration has something to be proud of. They have taken a lot of hits recently. Well, this is something that they can kind of push their chest out, because this is one of those things, or there's much more that's needed to actually have people feel and see that you are there. But this is one of the things I think that really stands out, and for many people will make a difference, because when you talk about family matters and juvenile matters and very sensitive matters, I imagine that's to do with maybe child support and all that. And so there you have your own court where you don't have to maybe run around and do so many things just to be heard and seen. You can just go right there to that.
Absolutely,
to that complex.
And all of the congestions of
Yes.
all of the other stuff that is going on in the other courts down there on Nassau streets. And so that separates that again, it's good that people are able to have that distance from that. So
Yeah.
I think it's something good, and it's going to bear good fruits, and we're going to see something. The traffic congestion, I don't think it's going to be what a lot of people fear it will be. I think it's going to alleviate congestion in a lot of areas.
Well, I tell you, wrapping up the year and entering a new year on a good footing.
And Shanique, if I may
yes.
add to that, what it also does, it kind of sort of spread things out. New Providence, on a daily basis, everybody from south, east, and west everyone is making their way either into downtown,
center,
Cable Beach, which from Cable Beach to Paradise Island, you're talking about 5-6 miles. So in this 5-6 square miles, everybody on the whole island is making their way down. So it's good that the government is beginning to move things.
So you think the location is a good idea?
Yes,
because,
I think
because
it's a
when
good
I heard
idea.
about it earlier today, I was like, and where?
Yeah,
Bernard Road?
It's a wonderful idea.
Who ever thought of a court?
Take from everything from
complex
downtown. So between downtown, Paradise Island, and Cable Beach, that's where everything is.
And you know what, too? It brings new energy and some
Absolutely.
revitalization
In
to
the
that
area.
area
Yes, it does.
Of Bernard
It
Road
does.
and the eastern area and the Foxdale area. And so perhaps other things will now spin off as a
Absolutely.
result
So
of that.
when you have things like that taking place, you have people going to be around there. So little restaurants are going to now make some money, because people need to eat
People
while
have
they're out
lunch.
there waiting on their court time and all that type of stuff. And other little confectionery or other shops will benefit from it. So spur economic growth in
again,
that
a
area.
good idea. I like the fact that dignity can be preserved, because it's a sensitive matters also will be
Absolutely.
adjudicated in that court complex. And so, a very, very good news today. It took me by surprise, and most Nassauvians, in fact, but good news today for that. But listen to this, Ellington. The New York Supreme Court is standing by its ruling. CCA, that the court has ruled, must pay Sarkis Ismailian the $1.6 billion that he is owed, they have determined, of course, by China Construction. Your thoughts about just this ruling, what it means, the fact that, listen, it sort of like re-emphasizes what the initial ruling was, so it's like get to business, and however that's sorted out.
Well, this is interesting, and I didn't expect anything different with this ruling. You realize that they had to, in order to go to the appeal court, they had to secure or put something up as a down payment to secure what the court has ruled them to pay, which they put up both the British Colonial and Margaritaville, which didn't even quite amount to half of what the court has ruled for them to settle. So now that this has happened, This is very interesting to see how this is going to play out, because they said that this would cause them to be insolvent if they had to pay this money out. And so you're looking at two hotels that is less than half of what they're supposed to pay and having to come up with the rest. Does this cast a shade on the third, which is now owned by a third party, Baha Mar? I'm not sure about that. But I'm sure that it brings into focus now British Colonial Hotel and the Margaritaville property, and then however the balance is to be paid. This is something for me that is obvious. I expected this outcome, and based on the evidence in the trial where China State Construction basically admitted that yes, they did things to frustrate, and they had arranged meeting to cause things to work in their favor with the previous government administration. So I didn't expect no other outcome
But
than
that
this.
is what I want to ask you, because Sarkis, at the heart of him, Baha Mar is his vision, his passion. Do you think he will settle with the other two properties you mentioned and not sort of continue pushing until he actually somehow has Baha Mar, or determines that, listen, this is what I will accept or not accept, and this is how I want this to look?
You're absolutely correct when you state that Baha Mar is his brainchild, it's his baby. I remember how it happened, how when Christie told the nation, he approached him, and then Sarkis began to outline all of this that he's going to do. And so what you see out there today is Sarkis, is Marillion. Everybody just come in on the tail end and just reap the benefits of the whole design and everything. Shanique, this complicates it when you look at him going or attempting to get that, as much as I think that he would have liked to still have that in his ownership. I think that complicates things with a third party involved, and I'm not sure that would play out too well. I'm not even sure that is even possible. So I think it's going to be up to China State Construction to have to either give up the two properties and pay the difference, or just pay all of the money in funds up front. I think that is where that's going to go. I don't necessarily see Baha Mar coming into the fray of this at this point. I don't see that. It may happen. I could be wrong, but I don't see that.
Yeah. No, again, it's going to be interesting to watch how this plays out, how this is settled, because, of course, a part of the issue was to sort of, that sum of money was also an issue for China Construction. And so, again, we will see exactly how...
It's going to be interesting to see what 2025 brings.
I'll tell you, with about 6 days or so before Christmas, I mean, first of all, if you speak with anyone in North Eleuthera and Harbour Island in particular, they'll tell you that the island is you can hardly sort of flex like this for the amount of tourists on the island. And these are high-end, discerning visitors who pay upwards of anything for a hotel room, and get this, you all, minimum $100,000, or well, let's say a minimum $75,000 to $150,000 or more a week for an Airbnb. We know that the issue that the utility crisis that happened last weekend, when there were just every utility you can think of, the two major ones in particular, just was a whole failure. It's happening in spurts, even earlier today. Hopefully tonight everything is fine. But the Member of Parliament for Central and South Eleuthera, Clay Sweeting, who is also Minister of Works, says, he's asking Eleutherans to understand and be a bit patient, I guess, in that they are trying to obviously bring about a fix that works for the island. But Ellington, the thing is, though, and that's good to hear, it's good to see that Clay is sweet, that the Minister Sweeting is speaking out and speaking up. But again, you do not want this issue that sort of reached a boiling point last weekend to persist for the next several days into New Year's, when the island, again, the tourism is at an all-time high.
I saw the minister's statement, and I think Clay has been doing a wonderful job in his portfolio. However, the government has fallen down, and it's no issue. Whatever they're talking, whatever they plan to do, he said they're tackling it. For me, that's not good enough. It's been an entire year. Eleuthera, the people on Eleuthera wants to know what tackling it means. What that statement means, that you're tackling it, because these people are still living this all day, every day,
a nightmare
for the entire of 2024.
Because let me tell you, listen, Ellington, let me tell you, imagine we had a power outage last night for just, I don't know, maybe an hour and a half, two-ish, in the area that I live, right? Imagine that happening for days, and then coupled and compounded by no water.
No water, exactly. And it is unacceptable. It's unacceptable. The government should by now have a remedy for, if not both, at least one of those areas, either the energy or potable water for those people. I think the government need to take a pause, really pay some serious attention. I don't think serious enough attention has been paid to it, and there's not even short-term relief that has been brought to those people. I think the government need to look at what's going on in Eleuthera and take it for the bigger picture, because at some point the Bahamas is growing. These islands are going to begin to expand. The economy are going to begin to expand. People are going to be going to these islands. What then? Is each island going to have the same issue as Eleuthera is having? We've got to plan for growth. We've got to plan for development. We've got to plan ahead for these things. Eleuthera has grown beyond your vision, beyond what you have planned.
What anyone envisioned. You're so right.
And so we've got to mitigate against these things. And hopefully going forth in 2025, the government can get it together, get Eleuthera sorted out, and get those utilities working properly for those people and the thousands of visitors that love that island, and some of them that even call it home.
Ellington, thank you very, very much. Don't go anywhere, because when we come back, Father Bradley Miller is here to talk about the Bahamas moving into 2025. And 2025, how should we show up? What is it that we need to do now to change this sort of very caustic nature that so many of us have adopted and become just cold towards one another? We are going to talk about that when we come back right here on Beyond the Headlines. Stay exactly where you are. We're back in a moment.
You work hard to provide for and protect the ones you love. However, life can present unexpected challenges. Who you call in times of need matters. Insurance Management is a Bahamian-owned company that has been serving our community for over 40 years, offering a wide range of coverage for all of your personal, professional, and commercial needs. When life happens, rest easy knowing that our skilled and experienced agents are there for you in your time of need, so that you can get back to what matters most. Insurance Management. Nobody does it better.
Rejuvenate, refresh, treat yourself. Immerse yourself in total comfort. Pamper yourself. After all, you're worth it. Relax. Rid yourself of all life's stresses. At Baha Retreat Anti-Aging Spa, you will find everything you need to enhance your body and spirit. Call today at 323-6711 and begin your journey to serenity at Baha Retreat Anti-Aging Spa.
Comfort Suites Paradise Island is the best kept secret in the Bahamas. Located directly next door to the Atlantis Resort, you'll receive all the privileges of an Atlantis guest with all the benefits of a Comfort Suite stay. Enjoy everything Atlantis has to offer, including Aquaventure Water Park, plus all the amenities of Comfort Suites. Free Wi-Fi, free breakfast daily, and kids stay, play, and eat free. Visit ComfortSuitesPI.com.
Cashmas time, here we go. Mercy's doing it big this year. Cashmas time with extra chair. 12 days of merry winnings from your friends at Island Bay. Friends we trust, hey we know. Cashmas time, here we go. Prizes and lots of dough. This Christmas, come catch a lick. Put 20 on your account, quick, quick, quick. And you can win some awesome stuff at Percy's Island Bay. Yeah.
Edenwell has expanded their testing menu. We now offer blood work, drug screening, and so much more. Our hours of operation are Monday to Friday, 7 a.m. to 5 p.m., and Saturday, 8 a.m. to 1 p.m., located on 11 Madera Street. We are here for all of your laboratory needs, with fast and reliable lab work done by our friendly and knowledgeable staff. Let us help you take the needed steps to stay in the know about your health. Let's keep working towards a healthier you. Stay eatin' well.
This segment of Beyond the Headlines is brought to you by EV Motors. Drive the future with brand new 2024 electric vehicles. EV Motors, powering your journey.
Welcome back to Beyond the Headlines. Of course, I'm getting into this segment, and you heard the teaser really before I got into this segment about where we need to, at this time of the year, we always examine ourselves and re-examine ourselves to see what is it that we need to do as a people to move forward. But I'm happy to welcome this guest because he is a native of Eleuthera. You know, we talked about Eleuthera just before the break. He's a native of Eleuthera, and he can kind of offer some sort of insight, some perspective, and also as a happy Eleutheran and proud Eleutheran, how does he feel also about what is now a booming economy in so many ways on the island. Welcome, Father Bradley Miller, to Beyond the Headlines. It's good to see you again. Welcome to the show. Happy holidays to you.
Well, thank you very much for having me, Shanique, and happy holidays to you as well. And it's a pleasure always to be on your show. Thank you so much.
It's good to have you. Yeah. I want to pick up where I left off on the last segment before we get into exactly what we're going to talk about. Your thoughts on, after so many years, on finally realizing, so many people wanted it and desired it for decades. That's why I used the word finally. But seeing that basically all of Eleuthera has done a turnaround, and the economy is just ripe for so much to happen, including the participation of Eleutherans to be involved in the ongoing development that's happening now.
Yeah. Well, one of the things I have observed, Shanique, is that Eleuthera is on a boom. And I think the economy of Eleuthera is moving faster than the government can keep pace. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Unfortunately, what should have happened is, when you decide to develop a place, you must put in the infrastructure, make sure that the infrastructure is in place, so when development comes, everything just falls in place and runs smoothly. Unfortunately, as a people, we have not seemed to be going that road. We sort of catch up as we go along the line. So Eleuthera is now on the move, and I can tell you there are a lot of people who are building second homes and people who are building apartments and people who are building duplexes. I am one of them who are building a duplex in Eleuthera. Mm-hmm. So I know, and people are saying to me, be ready, when this can be ready? I said, look, I'm not in a rush, it can be ready. But the point is, it is moving so fast.
It just take a pace. And right. I'm happy to hear that you are smartly kind of jumping into that pool that is just ripe for all participation, for any and everyone to participate. And you said that the development has so outpaced what government perhaps envisioned or is able to keep up with. I mean, as we move into 2025, what needs to happen?
With respect to Eleuthera, what needs to happen is the government need to move quickly to fix the infrastructure with respect to electricity, with respect to the water, because as an Eleutheran, particularly the south, that particular area was run by what we call SEP, South Eleuthera Property, which was privately owned. The government bought it out sometime in the early 80s and took over the electricity from South Eleuthera Property. But after taking that over, I don't think the government ever invests any money in that to sort of move it, because these things been in place from before I was born, and I was born in the 60s.
Decades and decades ago.
And so now these things are deteriorating, everything is coming to a grinding halt. But we have not done a good job in trying to keep pace with all that is happening in order to keep up with development. We are inviting people to come and develop our island. But as a people, we're not making the island ready for development.
Mm-hmm. No, I absolutely agree with you. But, again, hopefully it can get together. Well, necessarily it has to in 2025. There's no doubt about that. I mean, for Bahamians like yourself, for all of us, quite frankly, and also for those who call it a second home, for those who love to visit and visit again, that it can just be an enjoyable experience to invite more opportunity on the island that's now become really the fastest growing economy-wise island
Yes.
in the Bahamas, and also the most desired destination, it appears, in the country at the moment. And so that's good news for everyone involved, good news for the overall economy, but again, those very necessary infrastructure must be in place. Now, let's just talk about, as we talk about that, let's just talk about the Bahamian mindset that must also change, whether it's to take advantage of development and ongoing progress in Eleuthera or anywhere, including right here in New Providence, that Bahamians still appear to be lagging behind, not jumping to take advantage of opportunity, or even equipped to take, or even interested in some instances in taking advantage of all the opportunities that we see around us.
I think one of the problems, I believe, from my own observation and growing up in this country, I think one of the problems that we are still, or the challenges that we still face with, is that as a people, we expect that politicians will do it for us. We expect that once my political party is in power, well, I know I'm straight because I can get a job, I can get a contract. And we have not tried to get ourselves involved in terms of to be ready for these developments that's coming out, to educate ourselves or to prepare ourselves or to equip ourselves for whatever to come. And so we can change the mindset. I said to someone the other day in a conversation, I said, you know what our problem is in this country? We need to change our mindset. We need a different shift. We need a different focus. What we need to do is we need to have a Bahamian dream. I don't even think we have a Bahamian dream. I believe way back the dream was you go to school, get an education, you come back and work for somebody. Now that has to change. Mm-hmm. We need to start making people to realize that they can become entrepreneurs. Mm-hmm. You don't always have to work for somebody. You can educate yourself. The average person that you hear, even those who are in college, every time they talk, they say, well, Father, I don't need to come back to this country because I can't find a job. And I have to say to them, but you can create a job.
Absolutely.
You can be an entrepreneur. Why do you need to come back and work for somebody? Mm-hmm. And so that mindset of ours has to change, where we need to stop looking at someone to give it to us or doing for us. And we now start to say we need to do it for ourselves. And so we need to change our course of direction. Mm-hmm. We need to change our way of thinking. I'm a preacher, so I have to quote this. You know, the scripture says in Romans chapter 12 and verse 1c, you have to be transformed, but you can only be transformed by the renewing of your mind. So if I'm trying to change things or transform things, but my mind is not transformed, I'm not going any place.
Well, the thing is, how do we do that? How do we structure a Bahamian dream that everyone can buy into and believe in? And then out of that national vision, sort of get your own little thing to establish your dream, because it starts first with you.
Yes.
What's your dream for you?
We have to, first of all, I'm a proponent of education. I believe everything in the world starts with education. We have to educate our people. We have to educate our children. We have to get them that there's no substitute for education. I have to say to young people all the time when I talk to them, I say, what book are you reading now? They say, Father, I'm not reading a book. Wow. I say, you should not be at a time when you're not reading a book. You should always be reading, because reading jogs the mind. It elevates the way of thinking, and it educates you. I said, so we need to educate our people, to get people. The only way our mindset is going to change is through education. We need to instill in them that, as I said, there's no substitute for education. Education is the passport that will lift you out of poverty. Education is the passport that will excel you through life. You're not going to make it through life without a decent education. That's just reality. Now, I'm not knocking, because I know people may be saying, but everybody ain't going to be educated and everybody can't do this. And I agree. But even if you in the blue collar field,
absolutely,
you need to be educated.
Ongoing learning, ongoing.
It's always ongoing.
It's important. And reading would grant you that opportunity to learn something new and be exposed to something.
Right.
Absolutely. Let's just talk about, though, this Bahamian mindset. Speaking of mindset that you mentioned, it's so important. Where have we lost that thing, that whatever that uniqueness was that defined us? We've become a very cold, just callous set of people. We saw the other day a woman being mercilessly beaten and attacked by now turns out to be someone she did not know. But even if it were a domestic situation, many people, for various reasons, a lot of it legitimate, decided that they would rather tape it than get involved, or somehow just sort of drive by seeing it but not quite seeing it. How did we get there where, and the fear is understandable, but that we are not going to go and try and reach out to help a brother or sister?
In this country, one of the things I discovered that we have a culture, we have developed a culture of fear. That is very dangerous. We have developed a culture of fear. People are fearful to do certain things, either because of repercussion or because of whatever the consequences may be. We have developed a culture of silence in our country. I don't know where that comes from. A teacher said to me the other day, we were having a conversation, she said to me, say, Father, let me tell you what happens in school. She was at the blackboard doing whatever she was doing. Someone did something or threw something. This is a class of about 26 persons in this class. She turned around and asked who did whatever they did. And everybody went silent. Nobody said, well, Brother Johnny did it. Because we have developed this culture of silence where I don't know.
And you're not going to be the snitch, because if you're the snitch, you know what's to come after
right,
school.
You're not going to be the snitch. But we must realize that there was a quote, I think it's from Martin Luther King or somebody else, that say, evil can only prosper when good people like yourself and myself stand by and do nothing. You can tell me out of a class of 26 persons, someone did something in the class, and everybody see that as, if I tell the teacher that's something wrong, we have to change that. We have developed this culture of silence. As long as it ain't me, I ain't gonna say nothing. But you know, I like to tell people what Jesus said. Jesus said the measure you give is the measure you're gonna get. So okay, you be silent when it comes to me. So when your time comes now, what happened? Somebody's gonna be silent. That's the measure you give. And so we at this stage in our country where people are afraid to speak, either because, and I don't think all of this is just being fearful for either their lives, you know. I think some of this is just a culture that we develop over time. For me to speak honestly, I'm seeing like a snitch or I'm seeing like a sissy.
And a lot of it, well, the sissy talk, but a lot of it truly is also don't care. We have also become a nation of people who figure, man, that ain't nothing to do with me. I can care less. So that's them. You know, again, like you say, like somehow life doesn't happen to all of us. So, but how do we address that? Because I'll tell you this, I also see the wisdom in, you know what? If it don't concern me, let me stay right here with the bits on. But the thing is, though, that has also made us a very hardened people. It has changed the nature of who Bahamians once were.
Yes. And that is, for me, that is a sad thing that I see happening in this country. How is it that, using the situation with the young lady the other day, how is it that all of these persons, people sitting in their cars, because I saw the video, people blowing horn, well, first of all, the fellow or the girl, I don't know who recorded it. How is it that everybody sit or stand right there and did nothing? Nobody came to the rescue of this young lady. Now you have people saying things, oh, you have to be careful because, you know, I got my children, I got my wife, and anything could happen. But listen, flip the coin. If that was your wife, if that was your girlfriend, if that was your sister, would you want people to take the position that you take?
You would want to know somebody's going to come in and help.
Come to the rescue.
Yeah.
So we need to stop sitting idly by in our country. I think in this country, we need to reset the button. We need to get people to understand that we all have a responsibility to each other. I'm responsible for you, and you are responsible for me, and we ought to hold each other accountable in life for everything. When you see me doing wrong, you should be able to tell me that I'm going wrong. Absolutely. We could follow the example of Jesus, you know, who's supposed to be our, the one that we follow. Jesus was not about being popular, you know. You know, I always cackle to myself when they sing this song, and gentle Jesus, meek and mild. I tell people, go read the gospel. Jesus was not gentleman, meek and mild.
Stood on business for every time.
Jesus was one who would confront the issue. He would speak truth to power. When Herod told me he won't see me, he said, go tell that old fox. Called Herod a fox. That was a very insulting word. But Jesus was prepared to stand up and speak truth to power. I think that's what we need in our country. We need men. You talk about spineless men. That's all we have in this country. Where I sit, Shanique, there are too many spineless men and women. We need people to stand up and call it for what it is. Stand up, speak truth to power. Stand up, and whether it's your political party, whether it's your denomination, whether it's your whatever, stand up and speak. We need to remove from this culture of silence. Speak. When we did speak, the saying say, if you see something, say something. I always tell people it's not wrong. If you see something and you call the police and when they come in, what you see. But what about if it was and you didn't do anything?
Well, the police need to show up first. But listen, I want you to, I really would like to invite you perhaps week after next, because I want to talk about what should our mindsets be going into a political season. We know that everyone is of the opinion come January 2nd.
That's what everybody had this go.
Some say first, but I say second because the first is a holiday. So come January 2nd, the political season for the 2026 general election officially begins. What should our mindsets be? We're going to talk about that later with you, heading into really just on the eve of the new year and into the new year. Thank you once again, Father Bradley Miller, of course, the rector of All Saints Church and Parish there in the South Beach area. Thank you once again. Thank you for your thoughts. Yes, absolutely. Don't go anywhere, because we're going to shift gears and lighten things up a bit. It's because Ian Thomas and Direct Marketers is here to give you the last minute sales and where to find them just before Christmas. Beyond the Headlines is back right after this.
Michelle. What up, y'all? It's your girl, K. Michelle. December the 28th, I'm going to be in the Bahamas. I'm coming to sing some songs. Yes, Bahamas, K. Michelle. We gonna light some candles tonight. Very special. Life Jennings.
Yo, what's up? Nassau, Bahamas. Life Jennings is performing December 28th.
And Jay Holiday.
Yo, what's good, man? It's me, your boy Jay Holiday. I'm going to be performing live on Saturday, December 28th.
At the Nassau Cruise Port. Early bird tickets are now available online. Powered by 103.5 The Beat. Nightlife Entertainment. Alpha Sound Promotions. Free Bands Entertainment. 242 Party and Playhouse. See y'all. Bahamas, December 28th.
Welcome to Paradise Games, where exceptional service meets the ultimate gaming experience. Our dedicated team is here to make every visit a win.
Now this is paradise.
This is more than just a place to play.
Now this is paradise.
It's where excitement meets world-class service.
Now this is paradise.
Now this is paradise.
Come experience it for yourself. Now this is paradise.
It's the most luckiest time of the year. There'll be things that are spinning and cash prizes winning. Just Big Bang is here. It's the most luckiest time. Yes, the most luckiest time. Oh, the most luckiest time of the year.
Merry Christmas and Happy New Year from Island Luck.
Time of the year.
So you want a space. But not just any space. You need something with a little more potential. So how about 1,000 square feet of room to play with? Superb audio and video production capability, digital LED wall, full lighting grid, and about 124 seats to accommodate a full studio audience, with so many other features. Make us your home for your next concert, conference, and so much more. Honestly, the possibilities are endless. Here at ILTV Studios, we'd love to bring your next event to life. So what do you say? Do you want our space?
Welcome back to Beyond the Headlines. Well, 6 days until Christmas. That means you have 6 days to shop. And so stores are open this weekend straight into Wednesday, right? Ian Thomas is here. You know, he always stops by around now, but more than ever, you should be paying attention because so many people wait for last minute gifts and ideas and what they should do, how they should do it. But let's just get right into it. Good evening to you, Ian. Welcome. Of course, Ian is from Direct Marketers. It's good to have you here, Ian. I am excited to hear what it is that you have to offer this evening.
Okay, well, I'm happy to be here with you tonight, Shanique Miller. Here I am, there I am, here I am. Yes, my name is Ian Thomas, and I am from Direct Marketers. Direct Marketers, of course, is a marketing company where we specialize in radio, TV, print, social media, and e-blast. So if you have a business or a business idea and you want to know how viable it is, means, hey, is this going to make any sense? Is this going to make any money? Please feel free to give me a call at 552-0212. That's 552-0212. 552-0212. That's 552-0212. These cameras sometimes give me.
Where your sign? No, you know the cameras very well.
Listen, yeah,
where
I have my sign down there, but Justin normally puts it up. See, there he goes.
It's there, but
he does a really good job when I put it up. Yeah, very good. So I got to jump straight in this because my time is limited. I haven't spoken about Commonwealth Fabrics in a while, and I want individuals to know that they are having an amazing sale going on right now for this holiday season, where you can go down there and check them out, and you can get pleated organdy fabric. I'm not quite sure what it is, but a lot of people keep calling down there for it. So you can get royal blue, fuchsia pink, liquid Mikado in so many different colors. You can get pink or blue camouflage. I've never even seen pink or blue camouflage.
Yeah, that sounds exciting.
Yeah, and that's 25% off, so that's really, really good. Recently they've got a twill camouflage, and they also have something in a neon green stretch camouflage. So many different styles and colors of camouflage down there you can pick up. They also have this new one that came in an orange spandex fabric camouflage. That'll look really, really good on you. Some nice spandex fabric with camouflage. You can get cottons 25% off. And if you don't know what somebody wants, this is a great time. You can go and purchase yourself or themselves a gift certificate. Maybe, I don't know, maybe $50 all the way up to maybe $250, $500, whatever you can afford for this time of the year.
And also, like, for you all who need your Junkanoo stuff, the tricks and all that, you can go in there as well.
That's great.
Take advantage of the sale.
I was going to talk about that because they were talking about, hey, Ian mentioned that they have the ever popular gold and silver sequences forever you want. So, you know, Shanique Miller's way ahead of the gun. She knows exactly that's what people want. You can get black and white fur. That's incredible. Black and white fur. And they said to let them know that terry cloth, you can get, that's 50% off right now. Foam available in all sizes, like 24 by 24 and 57 by 75 inch. That's the foam. You can get blue denim fabric. That's down there now. And for upholstery, you want to probably, you don't want to spend money going to buy new furniture. You say, you know what, let me just take this and just spruce this up. You can go ahead.
DIY.
You can get it in brown, burgundy, and orange. So some unbelievable things happening down there. Let me give you the phone number. The phone number for Commonwealth Fabrics is 325-0629, 325-0629. They are at number 1 Palmdale Avenue. The phone number 325-0629. And you can get all the silk, linen, and wool, and polyester, and chiffon. All those things down there have been discounted. You can get lace and sequins to glitz up any special piece that you're looking for. You can get scissors and measuring tools and more. Everything's down there. I'm going to give you a WhatsApp number right now because Tammy's doing, oh man, she's doing a bang-up job down there. Her and her team. Tammy, she's just amazing. The WhatsApp number is 825-0629. 825-0629, and that's Commonwealth Fabrics. They are located number 1 Palmdale Avenue, and I love the company, and they're celebrating 45 years in business. That's a long time.
Yeah, they're a staple in the Palmdale area, and then just giving and providing, and I like the nice new neon and all that stuff, camouflage material that they have.
Yeah, it shows a commitment to, you know, wanting to stay in business. Any business that can hang around for that length of time, you know, they have serious value.
And staying on trend.
That's what I like to hear also. Also, Shoe Depot. Shoe Depot. I think I spoke about them last week or 2 weeks ago. Shoe Depot. I'm going to give you the website. It's shop.shoedepot. Some people can't spell depot, so depot is D-E-P-O-T. D-E-P-O-T. So that's shop.shoedepotbahamas.com. Go check them out. All the wonderful things happening down there. They want to let people know that they deliver to your door, and they also deliver to the mailboat.
That is
That's
amazing.
something totally different.
Yeah, so different this holiday
Mm-hmm.
season, and it's necessary. Because who wants to be out there shopping, and it's a lot of stuff come with that. So call and order your shoe.
Right, so you individuals who are living on the family island, no matter which family island, it can get delivered to the mailboat. I'm going to give you 2 numbers for them once again. Well, I'll just give you this one number. This is the number they told me to give. You can call or WhatsApp this number, 359-0400, 359-0400. And that's Shoe Depot. You can join their rewards club, get a lot of savings. It's free and super easy to join, so you can start earning and saving money right away. Mention that you listen to this show with myself and Shanique Miller and get an additional 20% off. So that's something happening down there, special discounts. And also, where they're located, they have 2 locations. Shoe Depot is located in the Golden Gate Shopping Plaza, and the other one is in Palmdale Plaza. So if you are in the western part, go to Golden Gate Shopping Plaza. And if you're in the middle of town, which is so accessible, check them out in Palmdale Plaza. Do you know where the Palmdale Plaza is?
Yes.
Yeah, that's the one with the, I don't like to call out the company's name, but where the subway is. It's right next door. When you get in there, it's kind of catty corner.
You call that name.
Yes.
Yeah, but no, it's right there. I know what you mean with the bank and everything.
Yes, you got it. You got it.
Mm-hmm.
So Shoe Depot is doing incredible things. I love them. An enormous selection of new styles arriving all the time for this festive season. Get shoes for ladies, incredible heels and wedges, sparkly and sexy and glamorous sandals, plus comfortable casual shoes. For men, you can get dress and casual shoes. You get the Boatman to the Oxfords and sandals and athletics and boots. You get shoes for kids. All the shoes you need for kids, for church and athletics footwear, and also work safety. Somebody who working in let's say in the hotel or in the healthcare or profession or construction or security, uniform professions, all that right down there at Shoe Depot. I think they might have those steel toe boots someone was asking me for earlier. So get everything you need down there at Shoe Depot. I love the company. I've been working along with them now for maybe about 10 years, and we have a great time. We have a really, really great time. Matthew, he's an amazing guy, and when we get together to brainstorm to bring you these deals, it's all intentional. So let's get together and go down there and see what you can pick up down there at Shoe Depot. Phone number once again, 359-0400, 359-0400. Great company. Also, I want to tell you about a new company I've started working along with, and they watch you all the time. These guys are in love with you. I think I sent you a voice note with them telling you how much they adore you, your new look, how the whole show is going and everything. This is K&G Technology. So they're right in Palmdale as well as the other company I just spoke about, and they're having a humongous 20 to 30% store-wide sale now going on at K&G Technology. So if you're looking for unbeatable prices and deals on top-notch electronics and accessories, you want to head on down to K&G Technology. It's your one-stop shop for all your tech needs, conveniently located in the Darfield Plaza. That's on Madera Street. It's right across the road from Home Fabrics, and they got everything you need at the prices you love. So you're going to go there and check them out. I was there a couple of weeks ago, and I got ink. Ink could be very, very expensive no matter where you are. They've got ink, black and colored ink in all the top brands.
So you don't have to fight for ages to try to replace the ink in your printer.
No.
My God.
No. And they got all the top brands too as well. The ink for the top brand printers. HP, Canon, Epson, all down there, guaranteeing you your prints will come out looking sharp every time. Plus they've got smart TVs. My cousin been calling me about smart TVs, so I get given the number afterwards. They got smart TVs at prices that'll make you want to pick up about 2 or 3. So right now you can get a 32-inch Toshiba smart TV for just $370, or you can upgrade and get a 43-inch for $540. Perfect for your home entertainment setup. You're gonna love it. That's a wonderful deal for that television. Not to mention get great deals on Insignia laptops. They have an 11-inch and 15.6-inch models from trusted brands like Lenovo, HP, Dell, and Asus. Starting at just $450. Or you can check out their Dell desktop computers, ideal for work or gaming. You need to pump up the volume, get some nice music. They've got the wide range of Bluetooth speakers by top brands like Tempo, QFX, Novik, and ProBass. Perfect for you guys who want to take it to the beach or maybe a pool party or just in the car. Your radio might not be working in the car. Or sometimes I listen to my son's in the bathroom. He's just rocking out with his Bluetooth speaker while he's taking a shower. However you want. It's a Bluetooth speaker. You can carry it wherever you want to go. So that's a great thing. What else I want to tell you about? They've got RCA 10-inch. That's a small tablet. It's a 10-inch tablet for $225, or you can get an 11-inch tablet for $260. All affordable. This Amazon 7-inch model of a laptop, or should I say? It's not it's not a laptop, but what it is? It's like a. It's like a tablet. Like a tablet. It's another form of a tablet.
iPad type
yeah,
thing.
definitely.
Yeah.
That's $125. Boy, Shanique Miller is savior, boy. That's good. Good thing she's noted. Thank you, Lord.
And those are quite handy. I love them for everything.
And every efficient business should have a reliable printer. So you can get an HP printer starting as low as $175. They've got Canon printers starting at $152. And this is why K&G is committed to proving that quality and affordability goes hand in hand. So that's what I like. Man, you got to go down there and check them out. With so many incredible deals and savings happening right now, at this very moment, it's no better time to visit K&G Technology. I'm going to give you the phone number, 325-3395. 325-3395. You can also find them on Facebook and Instagram. K&G Technology, they got amazing prices, unbeatable quality, and all the tech that you need. Where are they located? They're located in the Darfield Plaza, Madera Street, and that's right across the road from, I don't like to call people names, but I gotta say where they are, right across the road from Home Fabrics in the Darfield Plaza, Madera Street. Phone number, once again, 325-3395, 325-3395, 325-3395, and you can find them on Facebook and Instagram. And I'm so happy that I had a chance to meet with them and work along with them. They are a wonderful company, and you should just go and check them out, Shanique Miller.
For sure.
Yes. I want to tell individuals, if you are a man or a woman who wants to prove or disprove that someone is the biological father of a child, if you're a man, you want to do that, you need to call DNA Direct at 324-0665. Get a DNA test for as low as $450 with no needles or blood involved. It's easy. The reason why people choose DNA Direct, they're the least expensive company on the island when it comes to paternity testing. We can get a paternity test, an informational test at $450. You can get a legal test for $550. They have a payment plan. You can do half down, pay the balance when the results come in, and they have a mobile service available 7 days a week between 7 and 7. So if you want to find out if someone's your mom, your dad, your brother, your sister, your grandmother or your grandchild, or your grandfather, whatever it is, any type of biological relationship, you want to call DNA Direct, 324-0665, 324-0665. Get the information that you need. Now, I know a lot of Bahamian people, they don't do it because they for any malice or anything. You just want to know the truth. There are a lot of men out there who are taking care of children unknowingly that are not theirs.
Very true.
Yes. Now, if you met somebody and you got with them and they came with a child, and you say, okay, I'm going to be a step parent to them. That's one thing. But there are a lot of people out there just going ahead. And like I said this many times before, women don't choose the handsomest guy, the one who's best in bed. They find the gentleman who says, you know what, I want this child. And they say, well, they want to assume their responsibility, and they choose that. Or they find the one who says, you know what, this guy, he has the means to take care of this child. You want a paternity test done? Call DNA Direct, 324-0665. 324-0665. And before I go, I don't have any of the bully pills, but
which are sold out? Because I want you to know, last weekend.
I have some in the car. Go ahead.
Well, how didn't you bring it?
I did not bring it. Go ahead.
So many of you, as I'm telling him now, asked about the bully pill. You all know who you all are.
Yes.
You all stopped me and asked me specifically for it.
Yeah.
Ian, that bully pill, you cannot come here without bringing it and
listen
showing
here.
it. But it's in stock. You have it.
Sir, yes, we do have them. If you are a man and your penis is sad and depressed, and you want it to cheer up, you need the bully pill. It doesn't make any sense walking around the house with a depressed, lethargic penis. go ahead and get the bully pill. It's gonna change your life. You're gonna have a really good time with you and your partner. You wanna give me a call at 552-0212, 552-0212. It's a bottle of 6. You just take one pill, half an hour later, boom, you're ready to go. Strong, real strong, aggressive penis like you were when you were back in the days. Especially you guys out there who's dating someone much younger than you, don't fool yourself. And remember, man is talk and woman is talk. They just think man is talk, woman is talk. Well, he's so daddy come around here with this little thing and just all flopping it. You think all flopping, you can't even, stand up, wake up boy, wake that thing up. If your penis is going to sleep, you need the bully pill. Give me a call, 552-0212, 552-0212, and get that thing moving again. Wake up that sleeping giant. Boy, wake up, yeah, wake up.
Y'all listen to me. Anyway, Ian, thank you very, very much. Get it for whoever you want to get it for. Thank you very much, Ian. Thank you, Direct Marketers. Of course, 552-0212. I told you all he comes armed every time. And this Christmas, he does just doing for more. But listen, thank you so much, Ian Thomas. Thank you, Ellington Ferguson at the top of tonight's show. And in the middle of tonight's show, Father Bradley Miller. Thank you as well. And I want to thank all of you for tuning in. I hope you had your pen and paper and were taking notes. Thank you so much for joining us. We certainly hope you enjoyed tonight's show. And we look forward to seeing you right back here tomorrow evening. For the entire Beyond the Headlines team, I'm Shanique Miller. Make it a great evening, everyone.